Okay, I think we give this one more try, mate. And then we've got to winch it, folks. This right here is Victorian High Country, and this right here is steep. Super steep, but Shayley, all the rocks are pointing down the hill.
Slippery as hell.
Slippery as heck, and Shaun was given it how many tries?
3 now.
3 now. This will be his 4th. He's starting to rev it up. Folks, sit down. Crack something cold. I always say it. Grab your favourite armchair and watch four-wheel drive action, High Country style. Let's do it. Go. Yes, and just sit there spinning.
So slippery. If you're into tough four-wheel driving and epic campsites, then this is the video for you. And I've also got cracking news too. Get 10% off store-wide at 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre. That's 10% off winches, spotlights, and heaps more gear. Just keep an eye out for the exclusive discount code in this video. And of course, enjoy the adventure.
Copy up there, Shaun?
Yeah, mate, I've got a copy.
Don't want you to do this, but
Carefully look out your right-hand window, mate.
I know, how good is it, mate? How good is it? It's so good to be back in the High Country.
I'd have to rate it as one of my favourite places, mate. I absolutely love the High Country. Chris, is your first time up here? Nah, it's not, is it?
No, I've been here before, mate. It's absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
It's sensational, mate. Blue skies, nice and warm.
It also allows you to drive probably more tracks this time of year as well. And speaking of which, one of them's going to be a pretty gnarly one to start with.
What are you thinking, mate? As soon as we're up here, I've got a bit of a clue.
It's a Barkley River Jeep track, mate. A real notorious track.
And Shaun, I see it's
I almost feel sorry for Henry. You've got a passenger this trip, mate. Poor fella.
I do, mate. I've got Henry from Tasmania. Now, he won a trip to come along with Newell on, and super stoked, mate. He's a little bit apprehensive. He hasn't said a lot right now. And are you excited or what?
Mate, I'm just checking out this magic scenery. Absolutely amazing.
It's a great place, isn't it? It's a great place. Your first time in the High Country, like right up in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been here before.
Is Henry up to date with his tetanus shot, Shaun?
Yeah, that's a good question, mate. You got insurance, or how does this work?
No, it's all good. They wouldn't let me out of Tassie without it.
He's not even nervous yet of my driving, so we'll change that.
That's a win-win for now.
Look at
Henry,
this.
it's okay to cry, mate. It's okay to cry in these situations.
So, with the banter out of the way, it was time for that very crucial four-wheel driving element. Let some air out of our tyres. And with the Barkley River Jeep track first up, I'm going straight down to 18 PSI in a brand new D-Max, which, as you can see, hasn't seen any off-road action just yet. So, what better way to blood in a brand new four-wheel drive than to stick it up one of the hardest tracks in the High Country? Bring it on.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you boys. I've been to the start of this track twice now and never given it a go.
Yeah, mate, I've come past it once and I've been told it is just next level.
Yeah, here we go. It's badly eroded in poor condition, and driving past this point could result in serious vehicle damage, expensive recovery and stranding.
All right, stop reading it or I'll turn around and go back.
Are we reversing, Graham, or what?
Yeah, far out. Just get straight into it as well. Avoid a series of ruts, and I can see it go up this mountain.
The first part of this track was actually pretty easy. There was a large tree root in one of the ruts, but that actually helped rather than hindered. What was to come though, none of us were too sure. The last time I had a look at this track was covered in snow and would have been absolutely nuts. Today, conditions couldn't be more perfect, and I'm so keen to give it a crack. These ruts are pretty deep. You've just got to be aware of your panels on the driver's side and of course sometimes the passenger side. That must be a lot of four-wheel drive action through these tracks over the years to create divots and ruts this big. And with a brand new vehicle in my control, you can bet I'm going to steer as far from those ruts as I possibly can. Right now we've got perfect dry conditions, but there's some ominous clouds starting to gather at the top of this mountain, and I reckon a bit of rain on this thing could change things considerably.
Here we go. So this always gets a bit shaly up here. Oh boys, it's like a bit of a rock step up here, and it looks like a little bit off camber too.
Jeez, it's really eroded in through here, isn't this track? Like, if I look out the window here, I'm looking at the ground.
Extremely loose too, Graham. Yeah, get a Spat a rock back at me. Very rude.
Oh, and just like that, Shauno's hung up.
I might have to rethink this line completely, to be honest.
Want me to wander up, mate? Have a look.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna be on the left side. Heck, you really like look at it and you think you want to climb up the bank and not go on a limb here, but I reckon the easy one is just straight up to the left.
Bit of a rethink, slight change of direction, and he's done it.
A bit of a wheel lift.
That certainly looked a heck of a lot trickier than it did from down here. Righto, Chriso, your shot, mate.
All right, let's do this.
It's a proper track.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
The first 100 metres.
I'm going to try and get Chris up this side here, mate.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried and I just couldn't do it.
That's my theory anyway. The car looks a lot bigger as it gets to here though.
Yeah. He's got a front locker too.
Yeah.
Can he just crawl up here, but his clearance might be an issue.
That's it. I should get out of the way, that's a good trick.
He's got a way better line than I did.
It's well driven.
Hold it. Oh,
Woohoo!
I wouldn't go any more in the bank though.
Yeah, you can start coming into the track now. Yeah, that'll do, a little bit less. Towards me a bit, yep.
It's going to pick up a big tyre here, but let's go back a little bit, Chris.
back a little bit.
Yeah, just a fracco.
They've got this big ledge here.
Has he?
I want to put a rock in there.
Lots of shaly rocks, but nothing of any substance here, is there? Well, that's a highway, mate. Chriso's come so close here, but with a bit of teamwork, some spot and some track building, he'll get him up.
Go back, Chris.
Yep.
I want to take you up the line I went, which is over this side more.
Might just go a little bit back and square up here.
Yeah.
Should be right here, this line.
Straighten up.
And come up here.
Go back more.
That's the go.
Yeah.
Woo! Yep.
And turn to me. Yep. Good
You're not
drive.
there yet.
Good drive. Good drive.
Don't celebrate early. Woo! Listen to that thing.
I know. It's a yeehaw girl.
It really is. Righto, we haven't seen those two drives. It's now time to put a brand new D-Max to the test. Oh, it looks steeper when you get closer. And yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about this. I think I know the line I want to take. It's just whether or not I can do it.
That's it. Nah. Go back, Graham. Go back. You need to come to me a fraction.
Wait a bit, what Shaun's saying. Go more
Okay.
Shaun's side because there's a point of a rock here.
For a split second there,
Go back a bit.
I thought I had
The
it.
right tyre needs to be here.
Where?
Right here.
Yep.
That's what I thought it was.
Here. It's
Okay.
sitting on that, so it needs to be here.
And get this tyre
Okay.
up in here, in that groove.
There and there.
Therein is the problem with hills of this calibre. Sometimes when you lose momentum and have to start again, you can really be in trouble. Go from there.
Yeah.
And an inch can be a heck of a lot when you need it the most.
That's it.
That's it, Barry, you got it.
Got it, Barry.
Well played.
Righty.
Look at that. How's that? The difference of an inch.
Rock step done. Berkeley River Jeep track actually finishes right up the top of Mount Skeen, and so for us, we've got a long way to go.
Oh, it's shaly and it's rock steppy.
All I can see is a lot of soot and the back end of a Ranger, so between the two of you, I got nothing.
It's probably best that's all you can see, Graham.
I don't like when people say that.
Oh, that was a little bit more forgiving, but oh, far, I wouldn't want this in the wet, let me tell you.
It's actually a pretty overgrown track too, and you don't want to be shy getting a few pinstripes down the side of your vehicle. Or Struth. Yep, come back. Want me to jump out and spot you? I'm in a good spot to do that. Oh no, he's having a proper go at it.
Get it.
Oh, look at this. I don't even know what to do here. Up here we've got this switchback, and it's got a rock step on the switchback, so I might even have another bite at this, you know.
Have a go at that, will you? That's going to take a couple of turns to get around.
Little bite at her.
You want a spot, Shaun? You're right.
It's got to do a 3-point turn to get up here, and there's a rock step in the middle. This is quite weird.
Can you imagine if Rocket Rod and the big 79 were here? Struth. I don't even want to think about it. Chris has managed to just sneak around there by taking a slightly wider line.
Oh, you missed it.
That was perfect. Couldn't have done that better. We'd all had our eyes on those clouds, but they've managed to just stay off.
Oh, this looks pretty steep, and oh yeah, you're probably going to get your line right too.
This track is staying dry. I reckon we're going to make it without a deluge of rain, which would completely change this track.
Oh, that looks steep. That looks really steep. Bumpy and steep, and no traction. Wicked. Henry's like a washing machine in there.
He's arming it. Yeah, hang on tight, that's the key.
Does that switch back to the Shaun?
Yeah, it sort of turns to the right and follows its way up. It's not too hard though.
Here we go.
Chris has had the beauty of being able to watch Shaun go up there, and although you think you might be able to pick a line, it's actually pretty slim through here. And I reckon it's lock, stomp and steer. Just hang on. That's a big rock step you've got under your right-hand rear, mate.
Come back a bit.
Might need a spot down here, Shaun.
Yeah, copy. I'll come back. Oh, no, you've got it. You've got it.
Just goes to show, it ain't what you got, it's how you use it. Did it with ease.
It's as loose as hell, man.
I think my small tyres might be a bit of an issue here. Geez, you guys have chained it up.
Come on, Graham, you're our man. If you can't do it.
No one can.
From here, the GPS shows we're not far from the top, but this track is relentless. There you go, he's going over the rock. Which he can do.
That's the old rear steer trick.
Oh!
How good is that?
That was lucky.
Well, this has been such a sick little track, but this corner here might just catch Chris out because you've got two options. You can come right out wide here and take a couple of goes at it, or you can hug in close, but it's all shale. So the grip's not going to be great. What's he going to do? No. See. Oh, he's going over the big rock. Yep, you're right. Keep going. Righto. You might have to take a couple of goes at that. Or not. Or not. Good line. Good line. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was actually a really good line. Made me think. Light it up. It's the first part done. I'm going to try and come over this rock. I don't know how it's going to work. There's that bit done. Bit of rear steer. Yes! No! Yes! Does it with ease. Yes! With beer o'clock just around the corner, we had one last little push to get to the top. Good Good Lord. That looked horrible. What went on then? Oh, Struth, Shauno is not hanging around. Look at the flex on that thing. It really does work well.
Yeah, we're taking punts on whether that would work or not.
Fortune favours a
All
brave.
I saw was like,
The swag's bouncing around.
What I saw.
Chriso is all concentration through here, you can tell. On the throttle, off the throttle. He's really just picking his line, trying to avoid wheel spin.
good line. That looks a lot tighter.
I reckon he knows. We're very close to beer o'clock as well. Woo! Nice work, mate. That was a good drive, tidy drive. Righto, my turn. This little D-Max, I tell you what, she keeps up with the bigger trucks and continually impresses me with how well it does it. This is not a track you would ordinarily punt a D-Max up, but I've got no dramas doing it. Well, there you go, with the Barkley River Jeep track done and dusted, it was time for us to find a camp for the night.
Well, I've got to say, that's a heck of a lot of fun.
At the bottom of that track, I was a little nervous.
Brand spanking new D-Max and a notorious track.
I had to sit in here and have a little moment, a little talk to myself.
Come on, mate, you did well. Nothing wrong there.
Nah, stoked. Let's go and see what the rest of the place has got to offer.
Well, the good news is there is some sensational camping around here.
With lots of firewood, mate.
Bring it on.
And I've even got a little treat for tonight for dinner.
What are you thinking of cooking tonight, mate?
Let's just put it this way, mate. I'll just get you to give us a handful of some sausages.
Righto, we'll leave you boys to it. I'll catch you down at Dargo.
I think I've got to help Graham do something on the D-Max, Shaun.
Ah, these rat bags.
A feature of the Victorian High Country that I absolutely love are the number of free campsites that you can use just about across the entire area. You can pick sites that are huddled in, out of the wind. You can get exposed rocky crags with views for days. There's campsites down beside rivers, and there's campsites up above the snowline. The Victorian High Country really is a four-wheel driver's paradise. We've spotted this little campsite and decided it'll fit all of us perfectly. Look at it. Grassy, there's a river going by. It really is as good as it looks.
Well, down here in the Victorian High Country, and tonight I've got a perfect little meal. I'm going to make a little meatloaf up. A little bit of an improvisation. So I'm going to use a camp oven, a few other little bits and pieces. So first things first is jump straight into the fridge, grab out all the meat I need. Speaking of meat, how are you, mate?
Good, mate.
Yep.
Dinner time?
Yeah, I'm making a meatloaf tonight.
Oh!
How good is meatloaf? And look,
What are you doing?
well,
Getting
first
the meat
things
out?
first, yeah, look.
Got any beers in there?
I do. What are you having?
Yep,
One
I'll
of
have an
those
iron jack. Thank you.
Okay.
Never buy your own beers, folks.
Want to give you some meat?
Yep.
Here's a big old chunk of meat. That's
What is that?
That's mince. Beef mince.
Righto. Stick that in there. What do you got there, mate? Bacon, of course. You've got bacon. Bit of pig. Snaggers. We're putting sausages in there. Okay.
Sausages.
All right. How fine do you need them, mate?
Right. Bush fine.
Yep.
Like Victorian High Country fine.
That'll.
Okay. In the old camp oven, what I'm doing here is just making a little base for her. Now, that's what we're talking about. We made a good nest for the meatloaf.
What do we got next, mate?
First things first, I'm just going to grab a stack of mince. So just grab your mince out. That's 1 kilo of mince. So the sausages.
Yep, we're just chucking those on top.
No, this is the fun bit. All we're interested in is the sausage mince.
It's actually really hard to get it out of there.
These are pretty good sausages.
Oh, no, just give it a good...
You squeeze it. Oh, you've done this before, I can say.
Just really...
You just squeeze it hard, don't you? Should you have a look what we're doing over here, Chris, eh? Yeah, you grab one of these, mate.
No, mate,
grab one of these.
fine,
Oh, no, seriously, you'd be good at it. Trust me.
I think it's easier.
What I'm thinking...
Watch this. If you peel the skin
I was
off.
about to say...
Settle
So
down.
I've got no experience in cooking, but
It's like that, eh?
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually quite easy when you do it this way.
look at that.
It's not very pretty, folks, but trust me when I say...
Oh, you're all done? Damn
Is
it.
that it? Is that all?
There's more here.
They can go straight in too.
Absolutely.
Put those straight in.
Yep.
That's it. That's
I like
it.
what you're doing here. I like what you're doing here.
So now it's just a good old-fashioned massage. That's looking pretty good. That's getting mixed in quite well.
What are we talking?
First things first is get some breadcrumbs. Get an egg. 2 eggs.
Two eggs in there?
Straight in. 2 of those. So I've got some breadcrumbs. About a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to put 2 eggs. Egg's going to bind it together. The breadcrumb's going to make it all gritty. But try to get some of the shell out. And if you can grab some milk out of the fridge too.
Yes, mate. Yes. Milk out of the fridge. Okay.
So what we're going to do here, rip up about a cup of milk, but slowly, okay?
Totally know
There
this
you go.
technique.
All right, that'll probably do that.
Is that
I
good?
reckon. Mix that up. So I'm making like a sauce to go with this, folks. So
Right, okay,
like
okay.
a barbecue sauce.
Right. Right, we've got the bacon.
Now what I want you to do with the bacon, inside the old baduri,
Yes.
we can lay some bacon down.
Right.
That's it,
I'm
that's it.
pretty proud of what I've done here.
All right, I'm going to bring in the big girl.
Yeah, you should do.
Ready?
Yep, come in between me.
There
Done.
we go, there we go, there we go. Look at
That looks good!
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
That's exactly what we're going for, folks. So 30 minutes on the coals, and then we're talking add the old barbecue sauce, which I'll show you how to make in a sec, and then another probably half an hour.
Right, we'll be back in a second, you keep going.
All right, now time to make the barbecue sauce. So I've got a bunch of stuff here. I'm basically gonna put this together. So what we're gonna do here is, so I've got a bit of butter. I'm gonna melt that. This has got a fair bit of heat on it. I'm going about, I reckon, a cup of tomato sauce. That's a fair bit. About a quarter of a cup of that one. Okay, some Worcestershire sauce, bang. Fair bit of that. Lemon juice. Again, 1 lemon, I reckon, about that. A little bit of white vinegar, about 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Some coffee, yeah. I want about a teaspoon of coffee in there. A little bit of coffee. Go, probably a cup of water. Yep. Now just gonna simmer this for about 5 minutes. So as soon as that starts to come to the boil, you wanna bring that down, and that's the barbecue sauce. So that's been about 40 minutes in the coals. And Graham, if you can bring that around, watch that hole, mate. You've got it straight up here if you want. Straight up here. Here we go. That should be looking pretty good.
Yeah,
How hot is it?
that's going to be pretty hot, bro.
Damn, boy. Ooh, look at that.
Well, that looks like a big meaty number.
Yeah, it is. That bacon's starting to look good. So this is all the barbie sauce. So what we're doing here is we're just going to pour this straight on top.
Oh, guys at home, if you
Straight
could
on
smell
top.
this, seriously.
Now, I've got all the barbecue sauce just sitting on there. I'm going to put the lid straight back on. She's going on the coals for probably 20 minutes I'll do.
So good. All right, I'm so excited. I'm going to get on the
fire.
shovel. I'm going to get on the shovel.
Another beer, 30 minutes, and we're on. Well, it's got the weight of, it's got to be nice and hot, let me
Man,
tell you that.
The smell of that, I wish.
I know, you can smell that. It's the
wish there was
barbecue
smell of
sauce, it's the...
All right, I can't wait. Just get it out of there.
All right, have a go at that. Have a go at that.
Man,
Get
mate,
some
I'm going to
plates.
give you that. Should we call the boys in, do you think?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just roll that on there. Oh, yes.
Big fella.
Do you know what I think the hero is?
Oh, don't say Sean over.
It wasn't you, no, but your sauce, the sauce you made. Dude, that's
sauce.
that barbecue sauce, homemade.
Yeah, the homemade barbecue sauce.
Unbelievable.
I really suggest you go the extra effort and do that.
This could be, and I've said it very few times, folks at home, this could be Shauno's ultimate camp meal.
Well, look at that.
I am now going to rate
Doesn't
this.
look good, folks. It doesn't look good, but the taste is next level. Oh, holy heck, holy heck. All right, we go. Sit next to the fire.
Yes.
Wrap your laughing gear around
Yes.
this one.
Get more for less at 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre with incredible deals on Adventure King's camping and outdoor gear. Take your camping experience to the next level with the amazing Grand Tourer Mark III aluminium rooftop tent, the rooftop tent that practically sets itself up. King's portable gazebos are built ultra strong with a tough steel frame, are easy to set up even by yourself, and are available in multiple sizes for the campsite or the job site. The incredible new 270-degree freestanding awning can be set up in just 40 seconds and wraps around the side and the back of your car for incredible amounts of shelter. Hit the water on a King's inflatable stand-up paddleboard for an insane amount of fun at the beach, the river or the dam. But warning, it's highly addictive. Plus there's fridges, solar panels and more to make every adventure incredible. At 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre, you get more for less.
It was a cold, wet and misty day that greeted us on the morning of our second day in the Victorian High Country. Today we are tackling the Caledonia River Track, but between us and the start are a number of very steep, very slippery hills. As is the case 99% of the time, the Newlawn camera car goes ahead, scouts the track and gets into position to film us coming through. What a beast.
This is going to be a crazy little drive. You're so slippery.
This is that slick red mud. It's a bit like the crepe track. As soon as it gets a bit of water on it, virtually no traction. A lot of fun. Oh yeah, Shauno's giving it the berries. Full noise. Look at Sooty go.
Oh, just.
Chris has got his game face on. Look at him go. He's loving this. Oh, Chriso's been watching too much Fast and the Furious. A little bit of drift action there, but he's at the top.
Yeah!
And no dramas with D-Max either. Nice and light, low to the ground. Easy stuff.
Did it away. Yeah, good.
Did it easily. Following last night's rain, a lot of these tracks have turned to slippery, wet clay. We're trying to get to King Billy as a bit of an alternative side route for the day. And this could prove more challenging than we first thought.
Tell you what, would you get a load of this scenery? Unlike any other part of the high country.
I think they call that a scree slope. Some sort of glacial type of a thing. It's quite rare.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think you'll find it's actually just a bunch of rocks, Graham, and it sort of goes down the hill.
Or it's that, yeah, one of the two. The gravity effect.
As I've said so many times before, the weather in the Victorian high country can turn in an instant. 1 minute it can be misty, rainy and foggy, and the next the sun can come out and you're greeted with perfect views. After taking the four-wheel drive tracks as far as we possibly could, and with the weather clearing to allow for perfect views, there's no way we weren't going to take to foot and get to the top of the lookout at King Billy. Well, this little bump in the high country is King Billy number 2.
What a view.
Number 1 is a long way that way. We're not going to walk that far. To get up to here, though, you've got to do King Billy track, which is quite steep, rocky as heck, muddy in places, we've got a lot of rain. From here, we're going to go to Bluff Hut, which is one of the higher huts up here. It's around 1,700 metres.
That's insane. What do you reckon we are right now?
It's about, actually this will be close to, because this will be about 1680 or so.
You can feel it. It's like we're in summer right now. I don't know, 10 degrees?
11 degrees. It's 11.
Oh, there you go. What a guess.
It's
What a
11
guess.
degrees.
Absolutely stunning up here.
Mate,
good spot for a photo.
And how many people have we seen in the last 3 days?
No one.
None.
No one. Just
Not
us.
a person.
Just us.
In the entire Victorian high country, folks. Put this on your bucket list. It's a cracker. Righto, carry me down the hill, Shaun. I'm done.
I'll roll you down there.
So, Bluff Hut was our next port of call, and we're going to take as many side tracks as we possibly can to get there. And this is where a GPS is essential. I've got Bluff Hut actually marked on my VMS, so really now it's just a matter of me picking a track and following it. And what I'm going to try and do is pick the most interesting route I possibly can. Mate, this is one of the better huts in the high country in terms of being preserved anyway.
Absolutely amazing, mate. I'll just imagine, you know, raining, cold, maybe a bit of snow coming through, and you've got the fire going in here.
And you pull up to this, mate.
That's what I love about the high country, these huts, how they keep in such good nick. I mean, everyone really, there's a couple of beers there, there's some cooking oil, there's a few bits and pieces. Someone's even left a bed mat and stuff here.
I think people take pride in them, and that's the big difference.
Yeah.
When you take pride in things like this, they don't get trashed. There's not too many in this condition though. This is one of the absolute, this is a baller.
It's amazing. I wish I had another night or two here.
Speaking of huts, mate, I think there's some weather coming in tonight. The clouds are already in the cloud now.
Yep.
About an hour, 2 hours from here, it's a cracking hut. Absolute ball terror, mate.
Sign me up, mate.
Not as big.
That's okay.
Might have to squeeze in a
well, we're close, mates, all right?
Get a big fire going, couple of beers, done. Let's go and check it out.
Get some firewood and get into it.
We've got a bit of a plan here, and we're actually going to get a bit higher than where we currently are, and with this weather rolling in, I think it could be one heck of an evening.
Well, boys, we've got quite the Alpine river crossing in front.
Looks quite wide too, mate.
Look at this. This is why we go to the high country. Holy heck. The old natural car wash. A few big rocks in there too.
The high country though is not a place to get complacent. 1 minute you're looking at perfect views and the next you've got an obstacle like this. Crikey, check this out will you? Mate, this is heckers.
Holy heck, this is so slippery.
No, Marshall, you just have one chance.
I'm thinking if I can get around, if I can get to here, I get this tyre in there, I can I'll at least get to there.
I reckon I need to move these. Nah, I reckon you'll drive this. It won't be pretty, like your walking style, but I reckon you'll drive this. We can sell Girl Guide cookies all day long, or we can have a go at it.
Would you like a cookie? Or
Yeah, I would love them actually. Oh, sure. Choc chip.
heck.
Come on, get in your vehicle.
All right.
I'll spot you the wrong
You ready?
line.
These rocks are some of the slipperiest ones I've ever tried to drive.
I reckon Shauno's got his work cut out for him here. I shouldn't be here actually. Traction? Did somebody order traction? Because it hasn't arrived.
So slippery.
Try that.
I'll drive that. I'll get this.
That's unbelievable.
The line is on the left. One more go. One more.
Can't even get from there. Yep. No. You got to be this way a bit because you're hitting that tree.
Not even close.
Well, that's that done and dusted. Now we're going to try a different line. Otherwise, we're camping down here. Just can't. This hill has totally defeated us. It's just not drivable.
Tried every single rock I can drive over, and none of them have got traction.
We're out of choices. We have to winch here, and it's going to be a long one. I think the writing's on the wall here. Chriso's going to give it a red hot go, but
Look, if you can get himself into a good spot to winch, it's probably all you can do in this sort of terrain, but he'll give it a red hot go, that's for sure.
he's got a good run up. He's got a good run up. He's in it. He's on it. He's on it. Oh. Let's not even waste time. Just winch him.
He's got it. Oh.
Kudos to you for trying again there, Chriso, but I think the winch is the quickest and safest method to get you up here. Well, seeing those two trucks in front, I don't think I'm going to have much luck here either, but you got to give it a go, don't you?
You've gone that way too much.
I don't think I can take off from here.
Alright, winch from there then. This track's not for everyone, mate.
I'm in a bad spot!
No, you're right, mate. You having fun or what?
Are you going to make a coffee?
You're not going to do it?
Can I go back?
Yeah.
So close. Well, after that debacle, time to winch me as well.
Gave it a tromping. That'll do it. Alright, according to the VMS, mate, Caledonia River Track.
Famous, I think, because of the number of river crossings it's got, mate. I forget the number, but there's a lot.
Well, here's number one, mate. Let's get into it.
Stunning bit of country.
Reckon that water's come up a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe that rain's had something to do with that.
Yeah, it has. It's stopped all day.
Oh, second one already.
Straight in.
If yesterday was shale, rock steps and steep climbs, well, today we've got river crossings and a lot of them, and they are all absolutely pristine. You've got to love the high country. Just when things were going super smoothly, we bumped into a small mechanical problem that needed fixing.
Camera crew just got on the radio and said they lost all brakes, so Chris has jumped under and he's had a look and said that one of the brake lines actually rubbed through. It's been rubbing on a part of the suspension, so rubbed through, but we always carry a bit of brake fluid and we've got some tools and stuff. I think we're gonna use some like magic tape with some cable ties and some side cutters, so that'll get us out of strife.
Unfortunately for the camera crew, the tape didn't actually stop the leak.
What we're going to do is actually crimp the brake off, so this brake is not going to be no front anymore, gone.
Because the one that's damaged is the main feed.
Oh, it's the main feed for the front.
Thankfully, we had a set of vice grips and a set of brake clamps, so we're actually going to clamp off those front brakes and get them out of here under back brakes only. They're going to have to use engine braking. Just take it really slowly from here on in.
We've got some rear brakes, we've got no leaking brake fluid, which is the most important, so we're good to go. So if they're just gear right and don't rely on the brakes too much, they should be right to get out of here.
And with that, we were back on the tracks. This is the high country, and there's no hills around. Right, boys?
Classic Victorian high country track, just super steep, shaly, not a heck of a lot of traction. I think the key with these ones is just to keep that momentum going. There's a whole stack of big rocks up here.
That looks pretty darn steep.
Yeah, here we go.
Look at that.
Here we go, look at that. The key with these sort of tracks is really just maintain throttle momentum. Not vary the throttle too much, that's when you start to get wheel spin. That's a lot of fun, fellas.
Jump into that. Super steep too.
Very loose. I was more worried about lunch bouncing around in the travel buddy.
Yeah, you better take it easy, Chris.
Oi, bouncy, bouncy.
Well, one thing you can be absolutely sure of when you come to the high country is you're going to get steep hills just like this one. And one little trick that I find that works really well with steep hills is all about throttle control. You know, not backing off the throttle or going too hard on the throttle, because that'll cause excessive wheel spin. The tyres will spin, of course you won't get traction and you won't go anywhere. Another little tip is to lower those tyre pressures. I run mine at about 25 PSI for this sort of terrain, and when it gets really shaly, I'll go as low as 18 or 17 PSI. I find I get a lot more traction, a lot more rubber on the ground, means a heck of a lot more forward progression.
You don't have to go too far in the high country before everything changes, views open up or valleys appear, and for us, we got a magnificent view and one of the most iconic huts in the Victorian high country.
Hey, Shaun, hang a left there, mate, for one of the most iconic huts in the Vic High Country, in my humble opinion.
Howitt hut, how good is this, mate? Oh, have a look at it too. This just shouts out iconic hut to me.
Bit of rain coming down, mate, on the tent roof, get a fire going, a couple of brewskis.
Mate, if that isn't high country living, don't know what is.
Ready, we can chuck a couple of steaks on the old cooker tonight and see what happens.
Howitt Hut has been providing refuge for cattlemen, four-wheel drivers, skiers and adventurers for many, many years. To land here on a night when the rain's coming in and the temperature is plummeting, to get a fire going, to crowd inside and have a couple of beers, really, this is what makes the Victorian high country for me. To be in a high country hut, in the high, I don't know, it just doesn't get any better, really. Rain coming down on the tin roof. Look at it, we got steam coming out. It's cold.
It's summer.
Yeah, it's summer. It is summer, by the way.
Don't forget that.
But, I don't know, man. This is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
We've got steaks,
We've got skewer kebabs.
skewers, we've got chicken and beef.
I know, we've got actually a little bit of everything.
Like a picking plate. Superb.
I know.
And then tonight we're outside under the awnings. It's going to rain all night, I think. No
Yep.
big deal. Tomorrow, another day.
Another day,
But for
more
now-
wicked tracks.
We are high country and dry in the hut. As good as it gets.
Was that a rap or a sing, or what were you doing there?
Would you like me to wrap?
No, look, you're having a fit. But anyway,
Doggy Graham.
we get a couple of beers under our belt and
That's all right.
get ready for the tracks tomorrow. All right?
Get more for less at 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre with insane deals on King's DIY storage and 12-volt gear to build your dream 4-wheel drive. Whether it's an inverter you need to run 240-volt gear on the job site or the campsite, a battery box or a 12-volt control box to easily access your power, King's 12-volt DIY gear is what you need to take your 12-volt setup to the next level. Need a battery? King's has you covered with a full range of AGM, slimline and lithium batteries in sizes ranging from 98 amp hour to 200 amp hour. All built with ultra high quality components to go the distance. And of course you just can't beat King's solar panels and blankets to silently charge your batteries anytime the sun's out. At 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre, you get more for less.
With a wet, cold morning to greet us, it was a hot coffee and a warm breakfast to get us going for another day on the Victorian high country tracks. One thing I love about the Victorian high country is all its different moods. It's unlike anywhere else in Australia, of course. During winter you get a lot of closures, but you can still get right up into these high altitude areas and get amongst the snow, which in Australia on a desert island is so unique. And even out here now, we're at the beginning of summer. In fact, it is the second week of summer. Rained all night. We've got mist and clouds in the valleys. It's still nice and warm. Honestly, guys, the Victorian high country, if it is not on your bucket list, no matter where you live, put it on your bucket list because it's got to be one of the greatest four-wheel drive destinations in Australia. And if we can pull off what we've got planned for today, this could be my ultimate day in the Victorian high country. You'll have to wait and see. For now, let's get going. Now, whilst the weather didn't exactly clear up, the rain has stopped, thankfully, because we're about to tackle the Mount Sunday track, and we're going to need all the help we can get. It doesn't look like much on camera. It never looks like much on camera, but trust me, if you were standing right here, if I was to jump that way right now, break my legs. I don't know, I've seen an 80 on 37s, twin locked, only just get up here. So I don't know how we're going to go, and that's why we brought the recovery gear up. But we'll send Shaun up first, our stunt dummy, and see how he goes. Whoop.
Try and crawl our way up.
Even on the driest of days, this shale doesn't offer much in the way of traction, but today, after a night full of rain, we got Buckleys. Have a go at that. No traction whatsoever. See what I mean?
Slippery.
Right from there. Straighten up. Yep. As you come up, turn that way.
Yep. Close.
You almost need to be a little bit this way.
Which way? Off the side?
That'll do. That'll do.
Straight up.
Bit of that way.
When you get to
Yep.
about me, you need to turn inwards.
You want to clip that tree.
Yep. Close.
You're going to do it from there.
He will, but anyway, this is your...
Yeah, baby.
You bastard, go.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very
Nice.
committing drive.
Nice, mate.
I won't lie. Okay, Chriso's up. This will give me a bit of indication as how, well, kind of how I'm going to go. He's got some bigger tyres though, and man, that thing's powerful, so we'll see how he goes. But if we're in doubt, we've still got a long way to go on this track. If we're in doubt, I'm going to get him just up onto this rock step here, and then we'll just winch him up here. Righto, Chris. Get comfy, mate. You're in for a heck of a ride. See?
there's no traction. I found this.
Look at that, just getting to the obstacle is proving tricky. Traction? What traction?
Almost.
I think if you do the same sort of line turn up here and just get this tyre just coming up this way, because it sort of hits this bank and stops here, just try and come up this bit.
Copy.
Even with the bigger tyres and heaps of power, Chriso was just having no luck on that rock step, and with him starting to get a bit sideways like he was, the safest option here was to get him on the end of a winch rope. Okay, now for the second part. I'm going to send Chriso round to the left, see how he goes.
Oh. Even then it was pretty slippery.
Yeah, Having seen the two other four-wheel drives go up, I've opted to take a slightly wider line out to the right. See how we go. That's a good start, but just on the main obstacle itself, ran out of traction and I think I might have even hit a tree, but we'll see how we go from here.
Hang on. Whoa.
This is what happened last time, bro. The more we tried to get me online, the more I went into that tree.
A little bit of left hand down and go back just a bit. Just hang on.
I'll put a rock in the back tyres.
Nah, it doesn't even feel close, guys. With a lot of track to drive, no point in pushing this. I'm opting for the winch. With that first obstacle done and dusted, we push on the Mount Sunday track, and having done it before, I know from experience it gets steeper and a lot more slippery towards the end.
If anyone's going to have a chance, probably me going first, and then I don't know about you blokes, it's pretty steep, it's not too bad.
You're still going.
Let's hit Dylan. Yeah, it's actually not too bad, boys. I haven't struggled much up here.
Alrighty, I'm coming.
Oh, doesn't give up. Up we go.
No, son, you've got this.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Just keeps going. Keeps going.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Where possible, I'm going to try and choose a different line, but yes, gee whiz, and I've picked up all the rocks as well. I've got rocks facing back at me. I've got limited traction, I'm just going to give it some herb and hope for the best. Yes! Damn cameramen are in the way. Oh, here's a tricky bit, here's a tricky bit, here's a tricky bit. Oh, yep. Got this. See, another cameraman just went past. That's all of them out of the way. This hill keeps going. Jeepers! Come on! Woohoo! After a morning of some of the longest hill climbs I've ever seen and a lot of winching, we deserved a hearty lunch before pushing on to complete the rest of the Mount Sunday track. With bellies full, we pushed back onto the Mount Sunday track, and with all the rain we've had, there was bound to be a few mud puddles along the way, but with the Mount Sunday track, you're never far from a serious hill climb. We're going to have to be in the groove for this climb. See what I did there? In the groove?
Well, this hill just goes straight up by the looks of it. I'm going to get into it. Yeah, it's pretty slippery, boys. We're just at the start and it keeps going by the looks of it. This tree route's going to be a bit of a mission.
Well, with Sooty slipping and sliding backwards and forwards, we are really going to have our work cut out for us at the back of the convoy.
Come on, Sooty, you big thing.
Looking at the size of the ruts here, I reckon clearance is going to be my biggest issue. Not traction, but clearance.
Very soft, Graham.
Have a go all the way to the top. Go, Sooty, you big Sooty.
Oh no, this is not going fast enough for me. This was my fault. I should have left more of a gap. I had the momentum, but had to slow down to let Chris get ahead.
Oh no!
I had to stop because you were stopped, Chris, and I reckon I'm rooted now.
Yeah, I have to back a little bit. How far back can I come?
Yeah, as far as you want, mate.
Keep coming, mate. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Go, you good thing! Woo!
I reckon you might be winching me. We'll give it a go. By stopping, I've lost my momentum. Can't get going again.
Are you going there, Graham?
Nah, not a hope, boys. That's a rookie mistake. I should have left myself more gap. With the day getting on, we opted to reverse back down this hill and take a much easier beeline. With another big obstacle in front of us, this made perfect sense at the time. And what a challenge it is. Check this out, will you?
Thinking if I get here, I've done well.
Yeah, and if you get to here...
You've done extremely well. It's really slippery down there. Oh.
See?
And
Nah, this is... I'm going to drive this easy. Don't even look at it anymore. Get in your truck.
I'm thinking dead set up that line. Where Chris is, right-hand tyre, up there, and then left will go up there.
I reckon you'll do. I reckon you'll do this. Yeah. Or you won't.
One of the two.
Those are the two.
One of the two.
Two options you've got here.
Honestly, I think I'll be doing pretty well to get to here. This looks really shaly.
Yeah, and there's a big rock step down there too. Well, I'm going to wait here. You got the cover gear in your car? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, I'll wait here.
Plenty of trees anyway.
Right, mate.
All right, I'll need it.
Well, with all of us having bets each way, we really don't know how this is going to turn out. Only way to find out, to send Shaun up and see what happens.
Yeah, this is all right so far.
What about now? That'll be looking really big.
Oh, sugar.
Henry's looking a little nervous in there. I'm giving the wrong directions. Try and come over this way, just a fracco. And Shauno's pedal to the middle. It's chaos. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Straighten up.
I just spun around a little bit. I didn't like that.
I'm pretty sure if you look it up, shale is actually Spanish for no traction. Oh, now there's no chance.
I've got one more line left in me. I want to try.
The old one more, no more rule. Go for it, buddy. Yep. No.
That'll probably do me.
I think you're going to have to winch.
Yeah.
Pass this way, Henry. Oh, you're getting out. I don't blame you.
No, I don't care. I'll stay in.
After a concerted effort, Shauno's gone for the winch, and I reckon that is a good call. But that's only the first part of this hill, and the rest doesn't get any easier.
Change your mind.
Spin on the rocks.
Yeah.
A bit of momentum. You're going to drop off now?
Yeah.
Don't go back too far.
Honestly, it looks like you should be able to toddle up this like it's a Sunday drive, but there's just no traction on offer.
This is wild.
Give it a bit of herb and try and pop up here.
I have to go back a fraction.
This is just one of the more phenomenal things you'll see. There's that much traction. Look at that. Oh, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. This is literally an A-grade winching hill. But Shauno hates the word quit. He's going to give it another go. Woo!
So good. So good. Not stopping.
It's not over yet.
Wait till I get back to... Oh, no, I'm stopping.
Oh, you're coming backwards.
That's I'm stopping.
Why don't you stay there and we'll come up? Righto, Chris. You've seen what you got to do, mate. Have a crack.
That's it. That's it. Don't back off now. I'm getting out of the way, though.
Here comes that nasty rock step. How's he going to go?
What do you reckon?
0 chance. Yeah, I would just winch, bro.
Just no traction on here.
Go in. Bit of a tricky winching situation this. We had to change anchor positions just for a better line of pull, so we're not doing any damage to Chris's car on those rocks. The good thing about the high country, there's plenty of trees to choose from. And even a third change was needed here.
Stop, stop, stop.
And finally, it was my go. You got this, big girl. You got it. Up here you go, up you get.
Whoa, he's giving it a go. Not going to stop short, that's for sure.
Ridiculously slippery.
Hallelujah.
I'll winch from there.
You got into the spot.
Yeah,
Got
perfect.
into the zone.
Into the zone. That is one steep, slippery hill, and again here, we needed to do multiple anchor changes just to get the D-Max up the hill. This is unrelenting.
I'm at the start of the rocks there. I reckon stop there, you might be able to drive, I reckon.
And that is the first half of the hill done. Now for the tough stuff.
Just
Right up against this rock.
Yeah, I just got bounced over. I'll winch a couple of metres.
Shaun, I thought there might be some grip over to the right-hand side, so he's going to give it another go. Through this way.
Yeah.
Try and straddle that. From there. Yep. Yep. This is going to be tricky.
I can, once I'm straight, I can give it a go.
Yeah, give it a red hot go. You got it's just shale. Yep. Sometimes there's no substitute for horsepower.
And we're done. That's a hill. That's a steep, slippery, shaly, zero traction hill.
Okay, Chriso, second half, mate. Get into it. Whoa, he's on and off. He's on now.
He's found the skinny pedal.
That's a good spot. There was simply no let up on this hill. It was just winch after winch after winch. And as Shaun said, we got zero traction here. What an epic. All right, here we go. Righto, my turn. I reckon I know where this is going to go, but I ain't going to stop. And you know the story from here. I love a track with a reward at the end, and of course for Mount Sunday that means the top of Mount Skeen and some of the best views in the Victorian High Country. Shaun, got a copy?
Sure do, mate. How you going back there?
Couldn't be any happier if I tried, mate. I reckon that what we've done over the last few days would have to be some of the best high country tracks you'll find.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. And to go and see those huts as well, that's a must-do for everyone. I haven't spent much time in the huts, and there's so many more I want to go explore.
There's a spot just up here.
It's got sensational views.
So maybe to stop one last time before heading to camp.
Mate, as that sun's setting down, it's almost romantic. Let's give it a go.
Shaun, last time we were here, mate, our heads were above this sign because of the snow.
At least mine was, anyway.
Well, mine wasn't quite, but still not. Folks, I reckon, would you agree with me that
100%.
what we've just done on this trip would represent the best of everything across the high country for people?
Yeah, look, no, it could get better.
Yeah.
If you had another week,
Yes.
it would get slightly better, but I
Yes.
reckon we've done the best we could
Absolutely,
in 3 or 4
absolutely. So we've
days.
done easy tracks with scenic lookouts, super hard tracks, absolute gnarly tracks. We visited huts, stayed in huts in a storm,
Yeah,
done the lot. Folks,
yep.
I say it every time we come to the Vic High Country, I'm going to say it again now. This place is, in my opinion, the best place in Australia to own a four-wheel drive, except maybe another place, like the Simpson or the Cape or anywhere else that you might be.
Australia in general is pretty good at it.
Pretty darn good. If you haven't got the Victorian High Country on your bucket list, get a pen and write it on there right now.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely.
I'll be back.
You'll be back?
Try and stop me,
Henry?
mate.
It was brilliant. Never a dull moment.
That BT50 of yours, I can see it. It's going to be up here very, very soon.
He's already talking about tyres, lifts, all the rest of it.
Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Folks, Victorian High Country, get up here. Catch you next time on.
Four drive action.
Catch
Yes,
us.
you will. Or the Jamison pub.
Oh, hurry.
Go,
Let's go.
go,
Let's
go, go.
Jamison
Bit of his
pub.
happy hour, mate.
This is the Adventure King's rechargeable lithium Bluetooth boombox, your new best mate for weekends away, backyard parties, or music on the job site. This beast of a boombox has a powerful 4500 mAh lithium battery with a runtime of up to 6 hours. When the battery gets low, you can have it charged back up in no time at all thanks to the included USB-C cord. The two 20-watt speakers pump out crisp audio right through the volume range, and the bass boost function can turn any ordinary gathering into a full-blown party. Now how's this for a couple of cool features? The multicolored LED lights can be synchronized to your music with 10 options, and even cooler is the fact that you can pair two of these boomboxes together for double the output or a full-on surround sound experience. Not to mention the fact that it's IPX5 rated, so you can use it at camp, in the backyard, at the gym, or even on the job site, and it'll stand up to just about anything. On the back here, you'll find the input and output panel, which has an auxiliary in port, a USB-A output port, a USB-C port for charging the unit back up, as well as a micro SD input, and of course the microphone jack. Now, one of my favorite features of the King's Bluetooth boombox is the fact that it doubles as a power bank when you plug your phone into the USB-A port at the back. How good is that? If you want to blast your favorite songs and sing along at the top of your lungs, then you simply need to get your hands on an Adventure King's Bluetooth boombox, or better yet, grab two in a combo for double the party. Say goodbye to the old icebox and hello to fresh, ice-cold food and drinks every time with the Escape range of Adventure King's portable fridge freezers. This unbelievably affordable range of portable fridges run just like your fridge at home, except you can plug them into a 12-volt SIG socket and take them on any adventure, anywhere. And you'll never have to deal with soggy servo ice again. The King's Escape fridges have a digital LED display which allows you to set your temperature anywhere from plus 20 degrees Celsius all the way down to negative 20 degrees Celsius. So they're ideal for keeping food and drinks ice cold, or you could use it as an extra freezer. And once you've set your temperature, it'll stay there too, thanks to the high quality insulation and the fully sealed lid. And speaking of the lid, we've even added 2 cup holders, a flat surface for prepping food, and a measuring board for the fishos out there. Plus, it's fully reversible so you can swap it to suit your setup. The portable Escape fridges come in a range of different sizes, so you can pick the perfect one to suit your needs. And with a wide range of optional genuine Adventure King's accessories, you can fully customize your setup. There's tie-down points and straps to keep it secure, a fridge cover to keep it protected and cooler for longer, or an AC to 12-volt adapter so you can run it off mains power and use it as a bar fridge or an extra freezer at home.
The body and the lid are made from super durable polypropylene, which keeps everything nice and protected no matter what you get up to. And thanks to the lightweight design and the molded handles, they're easy to carry and transport anywhere you want. And because you don't need ice, which would normally take up the majority of the space in your icebox, you can fit more food and drinks inside than you ever thought possible. We've even added a USB socket so you can charge your devices on the go. These portable fridges have been specifically designed to suit adventurers on a budget. So do yourself a favor and check out the range of Adventure King's Escape Fridge freezers.
You asked and we've listened. The incredible MT1 Go Anywhere camper trailer has just received an ATM upgrade to 2 tons. All new Adventure King's MT1 camper trailers will now come with the new upgraded 2-ton ATM. But don't worry if you already own an MT1, because a retrofit upgrade kit is available too. The MT1 is already an ultra tough trailer with a one-piece 150 by 50 mil chassis that extends right from the drawbar all the way to the back of the trailer. Now it's even tougher with upgraded suspension, bearings, brakes and wheels to bring it up to a 2-ton ATM. The brakes are upgraded from 10-inch to 12-inch electric brakes. The alloy rims are now rated to 2-ton ATM. And an upgraded set of suspension arms also suit the upgraded ATM. And for existing owners, the retrofit upgrade is incredibly easy to do at home yourself. Everything just bolts onto the trailer with no modifications needed. That extra payload capacity means that you've got more ability than ever before to carry the gear that you need and still remain legal. For more information and full detailed specs on the MT1, see the 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre website. Now with a 2-ton ATM upgrade, the Adventure King's MT1 Go Anywhere camper trailer can carry more gear than ever before.